I can absolutely guarantee that a lot of your viewers are going to be queuing up in the comment section to call me a deluded Arsenal fan. Do it. Come for me. We're going to win it. I'm not bothered. We're Arsenal. Clip this and come back to it, because come the end of May, it's going to look beautiful, and I can't wait.
Welcome, Blue Believers, to another episode of the Stamford Sync, where we are syncing up with everything Chelsea FC. And I have conned him back in because the first one didn't go as well as we'd like. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Scott from Scott Does Stuff on YouTube, Arsenal fan extraordinaire. We've pulled him back in and we're going to have a round two, because round one, I guess we can call it a draw.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, to be fair, I think I was a bit nicer to you than I deserve to be, especially for how much you were rubbing it in of your pre-season Mickey Mouse Cup.
Champions of the Universe, mate. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, that's right. I won't truly believe it until I'm wearing it on a t-shirt, but that's a conversation for another day. That's
coming, mate. Don't you worry. And I promise all of you, if you're watching this right now, it's coming. Right, so the transfer window is in full swing and you've actually made some moves, right? Zubimendi looks like a player. Gyökeres looks like he could be a player, although his performance against Tottenham didn't necessarily say that.
Well, I'll be honest, mate. I've got different theories when it comes to the second part of that statement. But can I just say, I wanted, between our first chat and now, I wanted to have a look so I could actually call him out. Because I saw someone on TikTok, and it was a proper podcast thing, like they had lights and everything, and he was saying, "Oh, this is the worst summer transfer window that Arsenal have ever had." And I was like,
"That's not true."
Now, I will openly admit, us as Arsenal fans are naturally at our very core delusional, but that as a statement is wild. I think not only have we not sold players and we've managed to retain a lot of our talent, I think we've got some depth. So I'm pretty happy. And when it comes to our performance recently, all of the F1 fans will know out there that sandbagging is a useful technique during the summer period to make sure that people might want to take it easy against us. But when we get an Henry part 2 the remix hat trick in game 1, mate, people are going to be worried. It's coming.
Oh, mate. Well, do you know what? I don't actually agree that you're having the worst transfer window ever. And I've got 2 words that will probably make you agree with me. And those are Kim Kallstrom.
Mate, I'll be honest, we've had some hallmark shockers. Times like we may have swapped like Ashley Cole for William Gallas, for example. Like we can both attest. I mean, to be honest, Arsenal's been the retirement home of some of Chelsea's finest players, mate. So to say that this is and to be honest, we have bought players off here. One of them, fair play, like backup keeper. We all know he's not coming to challenge for the number 1 spot because he's not. And Raya is definitely, as far as I'm concerned, Raya's one of the best goalkeepers in the Prem right now. And then,
I think that's fair.
So to add a bit of depth into the goalkeeping, like goalkeepers have been weird for us as well recently. Like we've never had a strong number 1. The number 2 is always, when you look at like Fabianski, like there's always been real competition, and it was never like a polite one either. And even kind of was with Ramsdale, but I think Raya is now, he's just our goalkeeper. But the other player that we've purchased off you this summer, like he has not come to Arsenal to retire. He's come to Arsenal because he couldn't find his place at Chelsea, and he's still got a lot of football in him. So, I think it's going to be one of those beautiful. I don't know. I think he looks nice. I think he might give it the old sorry when he scores against you. But at the end of the day, I think he's hopefully gonna find his form, and it'd be one of those Premier League switches that goes our way.
Mate, I actually have a feeling that if Madueke scores against us in the Prem, I don't think he'll be humble about it. I think he'll
I don't
go
want him
for
to
it,
be.
mate. I think he'll go
I
for
don't
it.
want him to be. I want him to Adebayor it from one length of the pitch to the other and come and give you what. Just stand there and just look at you all. Just like, yeah, mate, this is a team that appreciates me. They play good football. They play my football.
What do you think about Madueke from like a tactical standpoint then? Because what he isn't going to do is come in and challenge Bukayo Saka for the spot. Do you know what I mean? He'll definitely be able to deputise there. So do you see him as being brought in to play like on the left wing? Is that kind of what you think?
I'm hoping he is going to be there as an option. That will mean that for some reason Arteta doesn't go, oh yeah, Bukayo Saka's got to play every single second of football this season, because for saying how much injuries ruin footballers' careers, it ruins team seasons. Like it is one of those things in football that it can just completely change a whole team, a whole player. And like, you've got to be honest as well, some players have been chopping at him over the past couple of seasons as well. Like, it's been quite definitely the target. So I just want to see that come to an end, because it can't last forever. It can't last forever, and he's too crucial. So I am hoping that we can get a little bit more solid on the left, a little bit, in terms of the fact that we're not so heavily reliant on him, because there's been plenty of times when Martinelli or Trossard's not doing the job, and it's like, oh, it's fine, Saka's there. So I'm hoping with a striker and a bit of depth, because that poor lad needs to be able to put his feet up every once in a while. Do you know what I mean? He can't carry North London on his back forever.
It's a bit of a mad one as well, isn't it? Because obviously Saka was an academy player, and he's come and he's kind of made that spot his own. Nwaneri has been like touted as his successor, but is already starting to experience like what it's like to be a 17-year-old in the Premier League. And now you've got this Max Dowman kid who's 15 years old, and everyone's going absolutely nuts around him. And it's like, you can't just keep doing that, man. Do you know what I mean? You can't, like, don't get me wrong, like, the Chelsea team is literally full of kids. Do you know what I mean? But at least, at least all of them can get a driver's license.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, we are churning out like kids from our academy. Like, we've got, we've got the next whoever before the whoever has made it. Do you know what I mean? And I think we are going to have to get to a point where we are going to have to sell some of them. I mean, if you look at people like Patino, for example, like he was hailed as being the next, like, Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard's like in his prime. Do you know what I mean? And he now can't find his place. So I think it's good, but it definitely comes with its drawbacks. Because I mean, like you said, Bukayo Saka, he's come out of the academy. Is he done being right wing? Like, is he done playing? No. Yeah. So if we churn out 10 more right wingers, they ain't gonna play for Arsenal, are they? Unless they're better than him.
It's exactly what happened to Chelsea with right backs. Do you know what I mean? Is like Reece James was the academy product, and obviously Frank Lampard brought him into the team, and then all of a sudden there's no pathway for academy right backs, and we kept producing really good ones. Now, it did turn out well because we made a load of money off them, but we had like Tariq Lamptey and Ola Aina, who's done really well at Nottingham Forest, and we got Tino Livramento, and there's these right backs just keep like getting good enough to be in the team, and then there's a Reece James shaped wall in front of them, and then they're just like, oh, I guess I'll just go somewhere else then. It is a real thing, like, and what happens at that point is what everyone wants to see is a couple of academy players be really good in the first team. And what the truth about that is for how many academy players you know an Arsenal and a Chelsea have, there aren't really more than 2 spots in a team. Do you know what I mean? 2, maybe 3, an absolute push if they're phenomenal for academy players. And then categorically, if these players want to develop, they're not just going to sit there and go, yeah, I'll play back up because, you know, getting a few minutes here and there is going to be great. It's like, nah, man, you're going to get sold, aren't you? You're going to push for a loan, or you're going to push for a move, and that's just how it rolls.
Yeah, I'll be honest, it's hard. Like the more like TV shows, and you know, obviously now we live in a world with all these different streaming services and TikTok and YouTube. Like we are granted now a level of access we've never had before, especially when you've got
for sure.
like these Amazon shows and stuff. So
what are they called? The Amazon ones?
Oh, it's All or Nothing, isn't it?
All or Nothing, yeah.
Can I just give a quick shout out right away to some of the finest and most bizarre team talks I have ever seen in my life come from Mikel Arteta. I'll be honest, I'm still a fan, so I think it's genius. But if he goes on to win loads of trophies, they'll look back on that and go, yeah, comparing the opposition to traffic cones and like ice lollies and all this or whatever, like,
and
it'll be
making
genius.
him listen to "You Never Walk Alone" in the changing rooms and that. He's got some pretty weird tactics, isn't he? He's like a mind games guy.
But can I say one thing I do love is Arsenal was it was a bit of a hostile place, like when he came back after Wenger and like his later years, and then obviously the Unai Emery bit. It wasn't it wasn't the best atmosphere by all accounts. And now,
for sure,
he's bought a dog. Do you know what I mean? We're all playing past the parcel, like between training sessions. Everyone's really happy. You can't fault him for that, because I'll be honest, it looks like a positive work environment. So,
do you know what you can fault him for?
What?
He doesn't win any trophies.
Well, hello, right? FA Cup.
He's 6 years, one FA Cup in 6 years.
Do you know what I mean? I can say he's won a trophy.
So this is what I find quite interesting, right? Chelsea have experienced their worst patch of your form in maybe the Premier League era, especially at least since Roman Abramovich was in tow in the last sort of 5 or 6 years that Mikel Arteta has been at Arsenal. And we have still won a Champions League, a Conference League.
Yeah.
Was it the Europa Conference League as well? Was Arteta in charge for the Europa League? Sorry,
I swear to God, it's right.
And champions of the universe. So we've had Graham Potter as one of our managers, and we're still doing better than you are.
Can I just say, right? There's no other club that seems to get this as much as us. Like all of these.
You don't win enough trophies.
This person's done this and this person's done that, and I'll be honest, nothing has beat the Wayne Rooney one. It's like, Wayne Rooney's done this, he's done that, he's gone here, he's retired, he's become a manager, he's gone there, he's had a week off, he's been down that old folks home, and Arsenal still haven't won a trophy. And do you know what? Or still haven't won the Prem. And do you know what? Fair enough.
Yeah. So this actually leads me on to like a real chat that I'd like to have about Arteta in general. So I was watching The Club earlier today, and Rory Jennings was talking to one of the Arsenal fans that works on TalkSport, and he was saying, like, it's not about Arteta has to win a trophy next season. It is by the end of next season, that will be 6 years. And within that 6-year period, with the money that's been spent and the points that have been accrued and all of the hype that there's been, he needs to have won something proper in that time. Do you agree with that?
100%. I'll be honest with you. Trust in the process is something you've got to put a bit of blind faith into. And like, so if you look at it, like when he came in, we're 8th, we're out of the Champions League, we've not got the appeal to bring in new players, we're not competitive in any competition, we're not only we're not bringing players in, we're not retaining the players we have. So we've got multiple problems. Obviously, there's the problems with the staff, the back room, the training ground, whatever. So when you pick up a team like that and you say trust the process, you're like, and you don't win anything, that's fine, because you can say, well, we're slightly better in the league, or the training room's happy, the training grounds a better atmosphere, whatever. You can add all these things up and you can go, well, we are improving. You've got to trust the process. But unfortunately, when you do so well in the rebuild and all of this, to a point where you're all of a sudden you're coming second, you're having okay runs in the Champions League, and it's like you're bringing in players and all these things seem to be fixed. It's a case then of, was this process just being the best runner-up, or
do you know what it's starting to feel a bit like? I'm starting to see parallels between Mikel Arteta's Arsenal and Gareth Southgate's England. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I do see where you're coming from, and I'll be very honest with you. Every single year, bar last season, I've been like, we've improved. We have improved. We've either
you regressed last season, didn't you? Categorically.
I think in terms of I still think. I mean, we didn't have the worst season in the world. It wasn't like the bottom fell out. Do you know what I mean?
Just as far as points go, do you know what I mean? You got
You look at the 5 years before it, and you go, if we improve on that last season, like we've done every other season, we're winning the Prem. And then when Erling Haaland sealed the deal, said keep it humble, and then they just disappeared from the champions race, like sound. Poetic. Do you know what I mean? That was. I appreciate good egos in sport because it makes sport so much more entertaining.
100% agree, man. 100% agree.
But
absolutely.
Telling a manager to stay humble and then just disappearing for the year.
So this is the thing, though, isn't it? This is the thing. Is like, don't get me wrong, and this isn't to pull down Liverpool's performance at all, but 100%. That should have been your year. Do you know what I mean? That absolutely should have been your year.
One thing I will say though about Liverpool is Arne Slot inherited one hell of a. He inherited a winning team. Do you know what I mean? So there were a few things he needed to do, and obviously you can't just say he came in and did nothing and he was going to win.
Absolutely not. No. Sure.
People are acting like he's some sort of football messiah, and I do think that if he'd gone to an 8th place Arsenal, he wouldn't have won the Prem the next year. Do you know what I mean?
No, 100%. You got literally one of the best forwards in the Premier League ever. Do you know what I mean? In your team, and one of the best centre backs. And 100%, I agree with that. The Liverpool, I've chatted to a couple of people about this recently. The Liverpool thing, it's interesting what you say about Arne Slot. I think he obviously did really well last season because he self-admittedly didn't change a lot. I'm actually for next season's title race. I'm actually starting to back City, man. If I'm completely honest, because I think Liverpool have just bought so many players now, and they're looking at spending so much money. It's one thing strengthening positions of strength and filling a few holes, but they're looking at
Chelsea ever. So
total rebuild. Yeah, exactly.
Liverpool. Can I just say that was not me saying Arne Slot's a bad manager or any way, shape, or form.
No, of course.
We can't worship the ground he walks on, because of that season.
I just don't think it's going to happen straight away. Do you know what I mean? I think it was definitely one of those, isn't it? It's like if you look at Liverpool's performance when Jurgen Klopp left, they were struggling a bit because the whole team was feeling fatigued. And although Jurgen Klopp left, bar one player that barely got on the pitch, it was literally exactly the same team. And obviously he did things like, take Gravenberch and turn him into one of the league's absolute top midfielders. Do you know what I mean? And a few things like that. It's look at how important Rodri was to City when they were at their best. Do you know what I mean? That one player in the middle of the park can make all the difference. I just think it's going to be really interesting because looking at the players that Liverpool have bought this season, it doesn't look like they're just going to go the same way again. Now, what I do think, and I mentioned this in another video, that I think it could be really smart because if they set their expectations a little bit lower, like not the fans or not anything, but if internally they're like, right, we're going in for a transitional season, and they do it right and they get Isaac and they get everyone in all together and figure out the new system, then we could be looking at another 4 in 5, but from Liverpool in the next half decade. Do you know what I mean? If they play it properly.
I mean, I'm gonna make one small prediction for next season. I do think it's shaping up to be one of the most competitive Premier League seasons of the whole competition.
It really looks like it, doesn't it?
I think you can have a conversation about so many different teams and say they're not looking like even a couple of the bottom of the table teams, United and Spurs. Yeah, like they're. They could have a meteoric rise to the top of the table. So I'm just basically
just beat you, mate.
I mean, I'm going off last season. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going off the order that everyone finished in last year in the Prem. Yeah. So two bottom of the table teams, such as Man United and Tottenham Hotspur, could enter in the conversation. And like I said, Sam Maggins real. So anyway, but yeah, like I think it's going to be exciting. I really do. It's probably the most looking forward I've been to a fresh season in a little while, to be honest. And
no, I'm 100% with you, man.
We're winning it. By the way,
well, I did a collab with Football Therapy, and I spoke to him a little bit about our collab, and I told him, I was like, yeah, my mate thinks they're going to win the league, and he went, well, dreaming's free, innit?
Yeah, I was like, and do you know what? Yeah. That goes pretty perfectly for me, and as a content creator. So yeah, dreaming is free, and I do it all the time. And some people call it dreaming. I call it the process of manifestation. So it is what it is. You got to talk it into existence. And I can absolutely guarantee that a lot of your viewers are going to be queuing up in the comment section to call me a deluded Arsenal fan. Do it. Come for me. We're going to win it. I'm not bothered. We're Arsenal. Clip this and come back to it. Because come the end of May, it's going to look beautiful. And I can't wait to I'll clip it myself. I'll do it for you. It's fine.
Mate, I'm not going to lie to you. That's going to be the introduction to this video, 100%. I'm so happy.
I'd say what you want about the performance against Tottenham. I'll be honest, I did not watch it. I watched the highlights, and well, to be honest, what I did watch was a Gyökeres highlight reel, and he came on. There was a couple of touches, and then the reel ended, and I was like, "It can't have been that bad." Sandbagging is all I'm going to say. No one gets used to a team. We just need a bit more time to gel. Do you know what I mean? Got to work a couple of things out. He's got. We've not played with a striker for years. Imagine.
I was just about to say that, man.
Imagine playing football without a key role in your team for like years. And we go, oh shit, we've got to adapt. And then they throw a striker in, and everyone's like, oh, so we've actually got to pass to, instead of just passing it around and then hoping for the best and waiting for some moment of magic or for Saka to just ping it in, we've got pass to him now. So, do you know what I mean? There's a few things we've got to work out. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Come Christmas, we'll be in a comfy little spot. I reckon 12 points clear by Christmas, by the way.
12 points clear by Christmas? Oh, mate, you went there. Mate, that's huge, man. That's huge.
Dare to dream,
you know
mate.
What?
Dare to dream.
Mate, I can't wait. And, if you're not 12 points by Christmas, even if I manage to get it up on my merch store, I'll make a little bet with you right now.
Yeah, go on.
If you're not 12 points clear by Christmas, I'm going to make a Champions of the Universe t-shirt for you, and then we will do another collab, and you have to say in the video, Chelsea are the Champions of the Universe.
If we're not 12 points clear by Christmas?
If you're not exactly or more than 12 points clear by Christmas.
Yes.
1 point under.
Yeah, sound. Okay. And then I'm sure I can make you a t-shirt for, when we are 12 points clear.
Yeah.
I won't ruin it just yet. I'll make sure it's special. I'll put some thought into this, and then
okay, cool.
Yeah, you can play your viewers a little video message from me in a couple of weeks' time when I've mocked you up a nice little design.
Yeah, okay, I can't wait.
I'm thinking you in a Chelsea kit, in full kit, John Terry,
full kit
at the throne of Arteta. By his feet, shining his shoes.
Yeah. If you can make that into a t-shirt, mate, I'll wear it.
I'll see in a couple of weeks, mate.
All right. Well, I think that's about enough of that, innit? I think there's been a lot of bold predictions and statements today, my friend.
Please shut me up before I bet my house on it.
Nice. Thanks so much, man. I really appreciate you coming on the channel. Guys, if you are watching this, Scott has his own YouTube channel called Scott Does Stuff. It is a travel channel. He spends a lot of time in Japan, and he also just recently released a wicked video about 2000 Trees Festival, so go and check it out.
Yeah,
right,
man.
So I'm going to catch up with you soon because we've got another video planned, haven't we? And I wonder if there's going to be any more bold predictions or random things that we're going to put in that one. 12 points by Christmas, man. You're mental.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I swear to God, if it happens, I will be insufferable. Absolutely insufferable.
Mate, you're already insufferable. I don't even know what the next level of that is.
I'm just, I don't know. I'm an Arsenal fan at heart. What can we say?
Nice one, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll keep my ear to the ground for more Chelsea news as usual. Say bye, Scott.
Bye, Scott.
Peace.